The vibes have been high through the first couple of weeks out there at Saratoga Racecourse as the summer's starting to heat up. Let's take a look at what we do have on tap coming in to week 3 out there at Saratoga. Strategic Focus, a heavy favourite coming up tomorrow afternoon in the Curlin. We've got Macho Music booked as the morning line favourite in the Grade 2 Amsterdam. Chad Brown looking for an 8th win in the Lake George. Chad Brown been having a great go of it of late, and Sovereignty getting set for a big return, headlining the Jim Dandy on Saturday.
It's a good field. Baeza is coming back to tackle Sovereignty once again, and I think that the biggest aspect of handicapping this race is the distance, the 1.125 distance. Can that make Sovereignty a little bit more vulnerable with less ground to work with? Because we saw him come up a bit short in the Florida Derby at the same distance. I think that you can safely say that he's certainly come on from that, but I think that's the biggest aspect of the conversation in handicapping the Grade 2 Jim Dandy is the distance. And how about John Sheriff's going to Hector Barrios with Baeza after Flavien Prat had ridden him in his last few races? He goes back to Barrios, who will be shipping his tack out to Saratoga this weekend to ride that top level 3-year-old colt in the Jim Dandy.
What it lacks in quantity certainly has plenty of quality signed up there. Sandman, I feel like, was the people's horse at one stage early on the Triple Crown Trail. Griff Johnson, social media star, has all the big connections in support. But what do you make of Sandman? A bit of an enigma on race day.
Well, he's a good horse. He's a Grade 1 winner. He's not quite to the level of journalism or Sovereignty, but he is one of those horses that deserves these opportunities to run in a Jim Dandy, to run in a Travers Stakes. So he's got a bit to make up on a horse like Sovereignty or Baeza, but it could be anybody's day in a race like the Jim Dandy, and he would be one of those horses that you would throw into the conversation because he should be around third choice, I would imagine, in this race. Say 7-2, maybe 4-1, 5-1, in that range.
Keeping it in theme here with the 3-year-olds, could the Travers be a likely spot for Sovereignty in journalism to run it back?
It could be. I mean, that's the most likely immediate target for both of these horses as we continue to ponder, and obviously Connections do as well as far as game planning what they're going to do with journalism following his win in the Grade 1 Haskell. Could it be the Travers? Could we see him out here on the West Coast in the Pacific Classic tackling older horses? Pennsylvania Derby, another key Grade 1. And then the Goodwood Stakes, formerly the Awesome Again, or formerly the California Crown, that's also on the docket as well at the end of September. We know the Classic is the distant target, but I think for a horse like journalism, as far as the conversation is concerned for champion 3-year-old, to me, they've got to go beat Sovereignty, not once, but twice, if they want to turn the tables as far as the 3-year-old division is concerned for that Eclipse Award come January out in South Florida.
For Sovereignty to hold that top dog status amongst the division, maybe in the sport right now, is it just a win this weekend in the Jim Dandy, or is it got to be by open lengths, dominating score?
I think a win, just a win, would be sufficient, just like we saw from journalism. He had to work for it to get to the Haskell winners enclosure up there at Monmouth Park. But, Sovereignty, he's all horse, right? He's all racehorse. He can run these horses down. And is he going to have enough ground? Like I said before, the 1.125, is it going to have enough ground to reel in the horses that are out in front of him this weekend at Saratoga?
It's an exciting new week of racing coming out from the Spa. Friday's hitting a little differently here on FanDuel TV. All of that great live action you can watch and wager right here with us on FDTV.